Dear sister, attention is not the same as respect. And attention is also not the same thing as investment. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become part of the Dear Sister podcast, where you got a brother here trying to put you on to some wisdom with love. Listen, just because someone pays attention to you doesn't mean that they're willing to invest, right? Just because you get compliments or a bunch of DMs or likes, guess what, sis? It's not proof that you have any value to that person or to those people at all, right? It comes, some of you, my dear sisters, you become entertainment to men, not something they're willing to invest in, right? Because what's important is, I want you to know this first before I go on. This podcast is a rescue. It's not a rebuke. I didn't start the Dear Sister podcast as a brother to come tear y'all up or speak bad of y'all. No, there's too much nonsense on the internet. There's too much men tearing women down, too many women tearing men down. I'm a grown up and we're grown ups. So it's coming from brothers' love, right? Understand this. Attention is very cheap. It doesn't cost anybody to pay nothing to pay you some attention, right? Doesn't cost anything for somebody to pay you attention. A man can be paying you attention because he wants some. A man can be paying you attention because he wants something. A man could pay you attention because he just wants something from you, right? You got to understand that even for you all, you know, when you talk about men, you say respect is earned, but guess what? So is it from a woman. Just hear me out, sis. Don't get mad at me. I don't think y'all getting mad at me. This is some love, right? I think that respect is earned also with women, because I'm talking about good men. I'm not talking about a bunch of bums just trying to take what they can and move on. I'm talking about good men. A good man wants to respect his woman, right? Listen, y'all looking for love? I'm telling you, a man who respects you treats you a lot different. A man can love you and still not treat you up to par because it's emotional. But when a man respects you, it's a lot different. I'm not saying that respect is primary for a woman. Respect is primary for a man. But don't ever sleep, ladies, on the power of a man respecting you. He talks to you different. He comes to you for certain advice. When he don't respect you, you're there for sex and you're there to cook a meal. You're there to dry the socks. But when you're respected, a man is sharing his thoughts with you, especially if you have a man that's a visionary, a thinker. He's coming through you, right? More than anybody else, because he knows that you can see what he can't. If he respects you, he treats you a certain way, right? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between a man having standards, right? And a man just making stuff up, right? And this is my challenge to y'all. Are you setting a standard in your life, right? Or are you okay with just somebody keeping their eyes on you? Because that might be cute. That might be fun. And some of you sisters, you might be battling with low self-esteem or battling with lack of value because nobody ever really spoken to you properly, right? Don't fall for the attention, because the attention is not going to last. It's not going to last. It's the investment you're looking for. And some of you ladies out here in my age bracket, I'm 45. So some of you ladies out here in my age bracket, you know that when the fun is up, you really want a man that's going to be there with you, work things out with you, right? And guess what? Come to you for your intellect, for your wisdom, for what you have. That's why I like the fact that even the Bible describes wisdom as a woman. They call it her, right? That's a powerful thing. And because that's really what a real man needs from a woman. He needs to know that she is wisdom, not just sexy, not just looks good, but she is wisdom. See, this is what you got to watch out for. You got to watch out for the fact that you're not just being chosen, right? Or I'm sorry, you're not just being noticed, but you're being chosen. That's a big difference. You don't want to just be noticed. No, you want to be chosen. See, because being visible doesn't mean you're valued. Just because everybody's looking at you doesn't mean they value you. There's a whole lot of women out here that are fabulously beautiful. What we call them is the airbrushed queens, right? And the man who doesn't know anything, he chases only that kind of woman. And it's not to say that a woman who's all airbrushed, whatever that means, doesn't have intellect. But what it says is What it says is there's a certain kind of woman that a man is looking for, and is not in how she looks. She don't just grab him with how she looks. No, sis, she grabs him because every woman has what I call an aura. There's a certain aura about a lady that when you can walk in a room full of women and as a man know the difference on who has an aura and who's just there. Even when you go out, you can go out with 4 or 5 of your girlfriends. Y'all can all be together, talking, laughing, chilling. A man can look at that crowd and see automatically who has a deeper aura about them. Quickly. He can also look at that crowd and tell who's easy, who's quick, right? Because every woman gives off a concept of who she is, even if she don't know it. I'm telling you, just like you all have intuition to look and see, okay, this guy might be this kind of guy. A man knows it too. A man knows it too. See, a lot of you are in the pain or stuck in the pain of wanting to be seen. And that doesn't just start with boyfriends or husbands or ex-husbands. That starts most of the time as a woman. That starts in your childhood, where somebody didn't see you early on, whether it be a father, a mother, siblings. Somebody didn't see you, or you felt unseen as a child, right? And so then you start to want to be seen, right, more than kept. And there's a difference between being seen and kept. I can see you and stop seeing you. But if I keep you, that means that I have paid attention on how to keep you, how to love you. Watch this, how to serve you. See, men can scroll by what entertains them all day. But what we do is we protect the women we respect. And the scroll by just ain't on the dating chat thing or anything like that. The scroll by is in life. A man can scroll right by you by looking at you saying, oh, she pretty, but there's nothing in there. There's nothing in her. There's nothing in her. And don't just assume that a man is going to see past your presentation, right? A man is just going to see past whatever your presentation is in the moment. No, what a man is looking for is what you say out of your mouth, right? How you present yourself. I'm talking about good men now. I don't want y'all arguing with me on this pod. Don't argue with brother. Brother's here because I love y'all, right? A man wants to hear the sound of wisdom past that beautiful face, right? He wants to hear the sound of wisdom. He wants to know that this is somebody who won't just build with me, but help me build and help me see what I can, right? So the question is, what kind of energy are you leading with? See, because we got to move, sis, from provocative to a powerful woman. I'm telling you, provocative will catch your eye, but it won't keep nobody. So my challenge to you is to start to shift your attention from a place where you're just seeking somebody to see you and to a place where you're carrying a certain authority that a man can see. And when I say authority, it's not domineering. It's just like, yo, this lady got something. And I'm telling you, a good man got an eye for that, right? The bums don't have an eye for that. They can't see that because they're too caught up in what they're trying to get than what they're trying to see in you, right? And some of you are tremendous women. You keep on getting caught up with a bum, right? Because as tremendous as you are, you're still yearning just to be seen. Every man has eyes, but not every man has intellect. And not every man has emotional insight. See, when you really got it going on, that's when you start attracting men with emotional insight. It's you know what it is about a woman that makes her extremely beautiful to me and other real men I know? Quiet strength. Quiet strength is more powerful and more loud than desperation. I'm gonna let that hit you for a minute, right? Because what would your future daughter or what would your daughter say about the woman you are today? Right? Because she's following you. I was watching my daughter the other day and she was holding her phone just like her mom, right? Now that's just holding the phone, but what that told me is how much a daughter pays attention to the very details of you as a mother. Right? So the question is, what image are you projecting for her? So this is the challenge, sis. You got to do a self-check. You got to do a self-check. Don't keep on checking the brothers. You got to do a self-check. Don't keep on talking about the brothers. You got to do a self-check. Why? Because you have to put up a standard that won't just allow these people in. You don't have to keep on cutting people off. It's more important to say, who am I letting in? So the question is, what am I attracting right now? And what does that say about me as a woman? Right? What am I attracting? Don't you keep on saying I'm attracting bums. This is the truth. All of us, men or women, we attract how we feel about ourselves. Sis, you're attracting how you feel about you. That's what you got to get by. You got to feel better about you, because then you start attracting how you feel about you. And certain men won't even approach you when you walk with this thing I'm talking about. Right? So my encouragement to you is to choose legacy over likes. Choose somebody who's going to invest in you over somebody who's just going to make you smile because they say the right thing at the right time. No, are their words investments, or are their words just make you smile? Right? Because you weren't made to be a moment, sis. None of you were. I don't care what you've been through in the past. None of you were made to be a moment. Even if you were before, you weren't made to be a moment. You were made to be a movement. So I'll leave you with this. Respect builds roots. Attention just blows away. Hey, sis, hit that like button. Thank you for hanging out with me this long. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, share this with other sisters. If you enjoy these videos, share it with other sisters that brother can be a blessing to. Hey, I love you, but make sure that you love you. You're an amazing woman. You got to embrace that for yourself. I love you, sis. Brother, until next time. Peace.